Hello everyone. Welcome back for another Anything Goes Saturday. This week I am playing with my Black Friday purchase from Pink and Main, and I picked up this, what's it called? Horizontal step card dies. And it cuts out your card, scores it, and then you have all these decorative pieces. I've only used some of the pieces, and I've learned a few things that I'll tell you. These are layers. And maybe this is supposed to go on with that in the middle. I didn't want to do it that way, but that's me. So when you look at this, you take a piece of 8.5 by 5.5 inches, and that's where I cut mine. And what I will tell you is when I cut mine, hang on, I cut my piece at 8.5 by 5, and then I just lined this up so that it was inside the cutting lines. So I didn't, because if not, you're wasting a piece of paper, and I don't like wasting paper. So that's how I cut that one. And then according to this, and I'm gonna do this so I can watch it, this is a mountain fold, this is a mountain fold, and this is a mountain fold. This is a valley fold, this is a valley fold, and this is a mountain fold, and this is a mountain fold. All right, so that's how it folds. All right, now, like I said, I did mine differently, so I'll explain to you what I did. I will tell you the one thing I did not like, the tape, and this is true for all of them, the tape they use to put these pieces on is horrible. Now, they've got the picture there to show you what's supposed to be there, but you rip it up trying to get the thing off because of the tape. So I wish they would find a different way to do it. This is the center decorative piece here. And the reason I didn't do the layering piece is I wanted, you know, maybe that layering piece, if you did it and then put this in the middle, would cut out the whole thing. Because what happened was I cut this piece the same size as this, and I got it close on two corners. So I'll be gluing that down. So my suggestion, cut this piece bigger than this, and then you can cut it down if you want. And that's the same is true with these dies, because I cut these out, all right? And I left some extra so I could tape it here and here, because you do have to tape these in place. It will not stay if you don't. And the same is true for the little one. The only one I didn't have any trouble with was the sentiment. So I have my card. Let's see if we can get this put together. All right, now these are mountain folds. So I'm gonna very carefully use my bone folder and do those. This is a mountain fold. So I've gotta get this down. All right. All right. This is a valley and this is a mountain. So if you do it this way, you can then just have to be careful with that. So then you have your step card. And isn't that easy? Because I don't know about you, but I was doing this. I was scoring here and here and then scoring here and cutting this. It was just a pain. So it's a great idea. There's just some things that I've learned. This is off a little. All right, so let me redo that. So, all right, let's put this together. This goes on here, and I'm going to use my glue. If you don't want to have to glue this on, take and put some double-sided adhesive on the back. And then you can take and pull off the adhesive and stick it down. I'm going to use dots because I think it'll be better to do the dots. I'm just going to put pieces. All right. Now I'm going to pick this up. And I'm going to put this down in the center. You know what? I'm going to flip it. And the reason being is That'll put my two pieces that are not joined real well at the bottom, so they won't be as noticeable. All right, I'm gonna hold that for a few seconds, wipe that off. All right, now let's see, do I need to trim this? Because this goes here. I need just a sliver off this end, so let me do that one. Add my glue here, and then this goes on the bottom. I'm gonna hold it in place because it's there. This goes on here, and it goes on the whole piece. But I have to trim it because it's too long, so let me do that. Okay, I trimmed both at the same time. I'm not going to put the glue on at the same time. All right, now when you put this down, you have to be careful because these are kind of like leaves and hearts, so you've got to watch the direction they go. And then I like the glue because it gives you a little wiggle room. Over just slightly. Now I can do this one. I need this up a little. I'm kind of trying to make the top of these even. All right, so there's the card as it stands, but it's going to need some decoration. And my hello, where am I going to put my hello? I think I'm going to put my hello right in the middle, but you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to cut the hello out of white and pop it up. So give me a minute to do that. Okay, I cut out 3 of them, and then all you basically do is you add your glue and you stack them. All right, so then you take and you put one on top of the other, like so. And then you pick it up and move it till it lines up. And then you press down. All right. The glue gives you a little bit of wiggle room. All right, I have another white one to do. And this is where it's important to get it lined up, or you see the white shadow, unless you don't care if you have the white shadow. All right. Let's see, this one slipped on me, so I've got to fix it. There. And now I'm going to add my glue to the back. You know what? I'm going to put it at an angle like so. And then to get it to, I'm going to put a block on it until it grabs real good. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to get some gems, and I'm going to get my Wink of Stella, and I'm going to go over that with the Wink of Stella so it pops. Okay, I got some crystal ones. I grabbed all of my Wink of Stella also because some of them are almost empty. So what I do is I use one, and when it starts to fade on me, I move to another one and just keep using it. All right, let me try one of the others. I use them till there's nothing left basically in it. And then I use them for watercoloring. Go back over this and if it dries and I see a spot I need more, I'll add it. So I'm going to leave that for now and see what happens when it fully dries. But let's get our gems on. See, there's a piece stuck there. Darn, I'll have to see if I can get it out. Let's see. Let's put one here. And then I'm gonna put, because we are doing this in odd numbers, I'm gonna put 3 along the bottom here. And there's today's card. Make sure you come back next Saturday to see what I'm working with. This was the only thing that I basically got from the company. So, from that company. So, next week I'll have a new company I'm showing you my Black Friday things with. Have a super Saturday. Bye.